All right, a lot of you may know me from my main YouTube channel, which has, at the time of recording this, around 7,500 subscribers. I'm a Notion consultant. I make a lot of templates. I make a lot of content. The question is, how do I do this? I have a full-time job. How the heck do I manage all this with a full-time job? Well, the answer is simple.
How the fuck else would you do this job? Cocaine and hookers, my friend.
But no, seriously, the main way that I end up getting through this is through three basic things that I do every day. Number one is I pick a time. So this is something that a lot of people don't seem to care about when they're talking about, hey, let's start a side hustle. I'm gonna do it on the side. I'm gonna do it on the side when? You wanna stay in shape? Cool. You wanna have a good family life? Yeah. You wanna have friends? Yeah. You have to pick a time of day and just do it. Like, it doesn't matter what you think, what I think, what anyone thinks. You just have to do it. Crazy concept, I know, but you have to take the time to do the thing if you want to make your side hustle a reality. So every single morning for the last 3 years, I've gotten up at anywhere between 4 to like 5:30, 6 a.m. Usually it averages around 5. I've had times of the year where it's more towards 4. I've had times of the year where it's more towards 6. I've never had more than a couple days in a row of 6, but usually my time of working is between 4:45 a.m. to 7:45 a.m. And then after that, I work out and then I go to my day job. Now, the reason that this is important is because if I didn't spend that amount of time every single day doing the work, Monday through Friday, I would not get it done. And then, fun fact, Saturdays, I am always required to do 1 day of doing at least a morning session. If I can't fit in an entire workday, which is my goal, on Saturdays, my goal is to work from 5 to 5 p.m. 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. every Saturday, if possible, on the business. And if I can't, I have to do 2 mornings on the weekend. That is one of the easiest ways to be successful at this. It sucks waking up that early, but if I want this to be a thing, I'm gonna have to do that, because when you look at your day job, you only have so many hours of discretionary a week, right? And if you do the math, I'm doing around 25 to 30 hours of work on this business a week, which on top of a 40-hour a week job may seem like a lot, but honestly, cut out the Netflix for like an hour every night and be a little bit more intentional with the way that you use your phone. And you're able to find that morning time. If you're a single person, this is very easy. If you have family, obviously it's harder. But for me, it's like, I don't have kids. I can just say no to 1 episode at night of Netflix instead of going to bed at midnight like a lot of people. I just go to bed at 10 or 9 and magically I have time to work in the morning. And then I choose to work on Saturdays and have any fun plans at night on the weekends, and I leave Sunday open for football and Jesus. Number 2, my free time is centered around content creation. So a lot of the content I consume is not random Netflix shows. I watch a lot of YouTube. I'm a YouTube connoisseur. Like I can quote a lot of videos, a lot of movies, and that's because I watch a lot of content. And what I then do is I make sure that that is pretty much all that comes through my subscriber feed. It's all productivity content and sports if I want to stay up to date on sports. And then what I am able to do is I'm able to become a curator of content. So I'm a productivity app YouTuber by trade. That's like my main thing. I'm a Notion consultant. And by watching a bunch of productivity app and Notion videos, I come up with ideas for new YouTube videos. And it's very easy for me to be like, okay, this video versus this video. How can I make it a little bit better? This guy had this cool edit. Let me talk to my editor about this. Obviously, I did the edits before I had an editor. And what I do is I easily connect different things and curate different nice snippets that I hear. And I act out this snippet or piece of advice, and then I talk about it. Very similar to what I do with the apps. I review the app after I play around with it. Or in a lot of cases, since I've already watched and seen how it works, and I'm a productivity app connoisseur at this point, guess what? I don't even need to test out a lot of these apps before I do a first review of them. Then I can do versus videos. It's all about creating a content enjoyment that is catered around what you're making. Truth of the matter is, if you can't think of like 1 video to make a week, you must not enjoy the topic that you're talking about that much. Harsh take, I know, but that's my opinion on it. And number 3, just like I said, I cater my content, not only that, but I cater my tech and my environment around making content. Now, this can be different for any business, right? You can cater your tech and phone to be around how to learn, how to like improve your sales abilities, just like I talked about. You don't have to be constantly making content, right? You can cater your content feed to learn how to be better at sales or learn how to make yourself better at digital marketing. So then you can make that digital marketing agency, whatever it is. But I have my phone and my computer optimized for two things: consuming only what I should be consuming to become a better business person, and decreasing distractions as much as possible, and capturing ideas for when I have them. Those are three things, not two. And why this is so important is because you only have so much ability for your brain to produce ideas in a day. As David Allen's amazing quote goes, your brain is for having ideas, not holding them. So when you have an awesome idea, it's important that you have a system that easily lets you capture the idea, and then you're going to be able to do it quickly. If you don't have a quick capture system set up, please make sure to check out my Notion app system on my main channel or my Todoist course. You'll learn how to do quick capture. You'll learn how to finally get ahead of the curve when it comes to your brain and its ability to create things, and then using those random ideas and taking them for a spin in a content plane or a business idea. If it wasn't for all this tech being so distraction free and so easy to consume and create, I would not be able to do this. Simple fact of the matter is, put time in place to do the work, have your tech set up to do the work. It's kind of all it boils down to. And yes, you're gonna have to work 65 to 70 hour weeks, probably, until it becomes your full-time job. That's just kind of what it is. Now, I may be not working smart enough, you tell me. It takes a lot of work to run a business and have a job at the same time. Essentially, it's two jobs. So if you think it's gonna be less than the time it takes to do two jobs, you might be thinking of it a little bit backwards. Or you might be thinking you wanna check out this video on how to improve your business and productivity even more.